AnnyeongBuzz! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into everything K-pop, where we don't just report the headlines, but talk about what really matters behind them. Today, we're going into something major that just dropped, and I'm actually buzzing with excitement over this. Stray Kids is finally making their comeback, and not just any comeback. They're releasing their first new album of the year, and it's titled Karma. Yes, you heard that right. A full-length album, and it's coming next month. Now, if you're a stay, you've probably already seen the Karma trailer that JP dropped across their social media. It's about 1 minute and 50 seconds long, but trust me, it feels like a whole cinematic experience packed into that short time. The setting? The year 2081. The vibe? Post-apocalyptic sports festival meets K-pop royalty. They're calling it Karma Sports, and in this world, the Stray Kids members are former champions fighting for glory. The concept is intense, but so classically Stray Kids. It's loud, rebellious, and dripping with ambition. But what really got me was how they mixed this futuristic setting with a global celebration kind of energy. Like, it didn't just feel like a trailer for an album, it felt like an event. The way they're setting the tone with immersive visuals, the gritty textures, the colors, the slow motion shots, it's already giving me chills. And we haven't even heard the full songs yet. And can we talk about how consistent Stray Kids has been at breaking their own records? Starting from Ordinary to Hop, they've had 6 straight #1 albums on the Billboard 200. That's not just success, that's dominance. And yet, they still manage to evolve their concept and keep things unpredictable. That's rare. Also, shout out to their insane work ethic. They're in the middle of their Dominate World Tour, 54 shows in 24 different regions. That's just crazy. I'm honestly wondering when they sleep, because to be touring at that scale and still preparing for a full album drop, that's next level dedication. But here's where I want to bring you guys into the conversation. Do you think Karma is going to follow the hard-hitting style of God's Menu and Thunderous? Or will they lean into the emotional, experimental side like we saw in Astronaut or Slump? Because the teaser felt aggressive, but also symbolic. There's definitely a deeper narrative they're building. And how do you feel about the 2081 theme? Do you like this futuristic sport meets K-pop world? Personally, I think it's a smart way to set themselves apart this comeback season. A lot of groups are going for dreamy or retro right now, but Stray Kids said nope. We're going full sci-fi with a competitive edge. I think it's going to hit hard, especially with international fans who love these dystopian, larger-than-life visuals. But I'm also curious, are we getting a title track that's explosive like Maniac? Or something more conceptual and layered like Top? Whatever it is, I have a feeling they're going to go all out. And with a name like Karma, you know the lyrics are going to be sharp. Probably talking about consequences, haters, cycles, rebirth, classic Stray Kids themes, but elevated. Let's speculate a little. What kind of sounds are you hoping for on this album? More rock influence, EDM, hip-hop heavy, or maybe, just maybe, a full orchestral intro like Victory Song? I want to know what's on your wish list for Karma. Drop your theories and expectations down below. And stay tuned, because you know we're going to break down the MV and the album track by track when it drops on the 22nd of next month. Mark your calendars now. Stray Kids comebacks aren't just releases. They're full-blown K-pop moments that shift the whole energy in the industry. And speaking of comeback energy, we need to talk about a girl group that's been slowly but surely carving out their own distinct place in K-pop, NMIXX. Because guess what? Billboard just dropped their list of the 25 best K-pop songs of the first half of 2025. And NMIXX didn't just make the list, they ranked second with their song High Horses. Like, second out of the entire industry. That's huge. Now, if you haven't heard High Horses yet, you're seriously missing out. It's from their 4th mini-album FE304, Forward. And I swear, it's one of those tracks that just hits differently. Billboard themselves said it best. High Horses moves between minimalism and layered development, between tension and liberation. It's got that push and pull structure that keeps you emotionally engaged. And the vocals? Don't even get me started. The emotional explosion in the chorus literally gave me chills. And I love how Billboard highlighted the lyrics too. They said the song offers warm comfort while proudly maintaining, well, one's own identity that really sets NMIXX apart. They're not trying to blend in. They're building something of their own, and that's where their mix pop genre really shines. For those of you who might not know, mix pop is all about combining multiple genres in a single song, and NMIXX has been owning it since debut. With High Horses, it's especially noticeable. You've got this soft piano-led ballad vibe in the beginning, and then suddenly it flips into a breakbeat-driven hip-hop section. Then there's jazz, pop, even a little R&B layered in there. It sounds chaotic when I describe it, but when you listen, it just works. That's the magic of NMIXX. They take musical risks and somehow turn it into something cohesive, emotional, and memorable. But let's be honest for a second. NMIXX hasn't always had the easiest ride. Remember when they first debuted? A lot of people were skeptical about the mix pop concept. Some said it was too messy, too hard to follow. But here we are in 2025, and they've proven that sticking to your sound, refining it, and growing with it really does pay off. Getting recognized by Billboard at this level? That's not just validation. It's a statement. Now, this recognition comes right before another huge milestone for the group. NMIXX is officially holding their first solo concert since debut on November 29th and 30th. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how far they've come? From polarizing debut reactions to filling concert venues and topping international critics' lists. That's real growth. That's a story fans should be proud of. I also want to highlight how important this moment is not just for NMIXX, but for girl groups in general. Lately, we've seen a lot of noise in the boy group scene. But seeing a girl group get this level of artistic praise from Billboard, that's a big win. It shows that complexity in sound, risk-taking in production, and emotional depth are being recognized and celebrated. And that's good for the entire industry. So let's open this up. What do you guys think about NMIXX's journey so far? Has High Horses earned that second spot on Billboard's list? Or do you have another favorite from the album that deserves the spotlight? And for those who've been following them from debut, how do you feel seeing them reach this kind of recognition? Also, who's planning to go to their solo concert in November? Let me know in the comments if you're going, or if you're hoping they'll add more dates in your country. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those shows where people say years later, I was there at their very first solo. Let's celebrate this moment together. Whether you're a longtime fan or just discovering them through High Horses, now is the perfect time to appreciate what NMIXX is doing. They're pushing boundaries, staying true to themselves, and slowly rising to become one of the most unique voices in K-pop.